Now, anywhere it can rain, it can flood. And here in Chesapeake, because we are so low and flat, flooding is not at all uncommon. So flood insurance is a really great idea to have. In fact, lots of homeowners here in Chesapeake are required by their mortgage company to have flood insurance. But good news for all those people living in the floodplain, you're gonna get a discount on your flood insurance premiums, all thanks to the hard work of the folks in the emergency management division here in Chesapeake.
So the community rating system, or what we call CRS, is a federally backed program. It involves the NFIP, which is the National Flood Insurance Program. And it's a program that the city has to apply to get into. There's a lot of criteria that you have to meet in order to be accepted into the program. And then once you're accepted in, what happens is individuals, homeowners that live within the floodplain can get a reduction on their flood insurance premium. The city joined back in 2014. We recently had what's called a verification visit. So we had individuals from ISO and from FEMA that come out. They look at all of our documentation, they look at all the work, all the activities that we do, and then they rate us based off of the work that we've been doing. All this is based off of documentation. We do a recertification every year to make sure that we stay in compliance with the program. And then this year we were very fortunate that we actually went from what was a Class 8 to now a Class 7. And the class ranges run from a Class 10 all the way to a Class 1. Now as a Class 7, homeowners that live within the floodplain can now get a 15% reduction on their flood insurance premium, whereas before we were a Class 8, they were only getting a 10%. Doesn't matter where you live within the city of Chesapeake, we highly recommend that you look at getting flood insurance. If you live or build within the floodplain, you are required to purchase flood insurance unless you own your home outright. But we highly recommend, no matter where you live in the city, to look at getting flood insurance. You can get what's called a preferred risk policy. It's typically around $500 a year. It's very minimal, but it's just that added peace of mind.
Learn more about flood insurance, whether or not you're required to have it. It's a good thing to look into. You can learn more simply by contacting your insurance agent or by visiting floodsmart.gov.